slap, grab, choke, shut up, bitch. X.
Wait,
That's how it should be.
God, that needs to be a soundbite on Fresh and Fit.
Well,
yeah, that is incredible.
Bitch, X.
Wait,
That's how it goes.
Oh, man.
Slap, slap, grab, choke, shut up, bitch. X. That's how it should be.
well, if it's consensual, then it's all good.
yo, that's a good answer. Yo, that was good.
Why you say it like that? Then it's all
The
good.
way he says it.
Hashtag Trevor Bauer. No, Jesus Christ.
That was so clean.
Oh
all
my
good.
God, man.
He says, I'm not a blanking rapist, but I like the idea of being able to do what I want. And I don't believe women are as smart as men.
Well, sounds really misogynistic.
You,
He's like, well, you really fucking got me there. He's like, I'm done.
I feel like that was
And then they cut. They're like, word.
They were quoting him, not Andrew Tate.
they're quoting Andrew Tate.
Oh, okay, I thought they were quoting this guy. I was like, damn, bro.
Damn,
No,
man.
but that's a funny part of the show because he really tapped out at that point. He's like, well,
Like,
I'm beat then. I guess this is all pretty fucked up.
No, but I think that was two different conversations of they kind of spliced two Andrew
Right.
conversations together because I know exactly what clip they're talking about, and then that other one he was talking about something that was a complete other video.
yeah. You know how Tate talks about how when people take clips out of his long-winded content and it's only a little soundbite or a 15-second clip on Instagram, people will interpret it differently.
Yeah.
Having Dr. Phil say one sentence and emphasizing different words, it changes how it's perceived.
Because Tate has a really similar cadence throughout all his videos. It isn't like some video where he comes in really high pitch or really low. His pitch is like pretty well done. So right, so it's in the economic side of the of his business model and stuff. He has something called like Hustlers University, right?
Yeah.
Or I think he changed it now to the Real World. I forgot what it's called now, but but let's just call it Hustlers University. Well, he even said himself, he's like, yeah, the guys we kind of set up in order to kind of grow our business through affiliate marketing kind of got out of hand, and they started splicing videos that weren't even in the same video. So imagine like you just had to add something crazy here. So in that 30 seconds, they take 15 of crazy.
Like red meat,
And then
Right.
put it together and then just put like these women going like this or whatever, and then words so people can read the subtitles, and then million hits. And then of that million hit video that they get 50 people to buy into Hustlers University, which is $50, and they get half of that. So it's a nice little, so for some random kid out there out of like Bangladesh and stuff, because there's a lot of people in these third world countries that are they're clipping these videos. They're making like $8,000, $6,000, $10,000 a month getting people referred into Hustlers University. Nothing wrong with that. And they're like, this is like, you know how much money that is?
Yeah, in their country, especially like if they're if they're a third world country, that's like making 6 figures a year and kind of shit, or like maybe even 7, right? But it's like one of these things where it's kind of like Andrew Tate's strategy to basically hack YouTube. Kind of that's where it starts kind of biting back at him.
Yeah.
And he said that before on streams. It's like, he said that a little bit. He's like, some of the guys making the clips are getting a little out of hand and stuff like that. But it's not me actually saying that, just people taking me out of context because of these videos. So
but we have that happen too in crypto, right? It's like, have I talked about Luna and Celsius before? The answer is yes, right? I told people to sell Luna essentially at $97 or $87, right? But then people, if they take a clip of us just saying like, hey, here's Luna, it's looking like a good price right now or something, then of course, oh my God, this guy's a scammer. He's a fucking Ponzi scheme, so it's like, it's the same fucking shit, but
there's something in crypto where like, if the content's over 4 months old, don't put a lot of weight into it. It's old, unless it's like general content, like crypto. A lot of crypto content ages like milk.
It's an evolving space.
Yeah, it's an evolving space. So you always have to, like, if it's a week or two old, okay, on a month old at most. But if it's like a 3 or 4 month, something could have changed it. And now I'm saying something different because the whole industry is changing,
right?
Because of the chart pattern or what's going on with the prices and stuff.
But I'm saying is this like you can cut up anything and make it look good or bad. I mean, that's what they're trying.
I'd be honest with you. I don't even think it pertains in this case to a gotcha red meat moment. I think it just pertains to, it's almost like rough foreplay and really rough sex where you're slapping a girl around or you're bruising her by request of her is always been rock star behavior has never been suited for daytime television. So it's not necessarily to say it's wrong if that's what you do in your relationship. It's just not mainstream friendly. So here we are on a mainstream daytime talk show, a fucking 60-something-year-old man and his 60-something-year-old wife, where she goes, oh, like we don't fucking know that this is a reality. And the thing is, it's just not a reality that's pleasant to people like who were like my mom's parents' age before they passed, who were a product of the 40s. But it really is more so like, wow, look at how devious and rock starish that looks to the average Happy Days Cunningham household. More so than it's like, this is wrong. It just is with the amount of, we gotta be frank about the amount of women that really desire that kind of consensual rough play. He
read it acting like he didn't know it was correlated to sex. He knew it was correlated to sex, but he wanted to push it along just so people hear it and they go, oh, what? He said it's okay to slap women?
Yeah, so that I think that's
the context of
I think that's so fucked up, because you don't need to cite anything more than how well 50 Shades of Grey sold to diffuse how fucking ridiculous that is.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you watch that show and all this stuff. Like if you were to put red pill content like of this conversation next to 50 Shades of Grey and play it in front of like the same group of women, like two side by side, they'll be like, I'd like to hear what kind of arguments they make for like why this one's good and why this one.
And there was such a
There
was such a fucking media highlight on how much women enjoyed 50 Shades of Grey. I remember the phenomenal series. Yeah, I remember the media articles that were coming out when the movies were big, saying that employees that were cleaning up movie theaters after the movie played were finding that like 40% of the seats were wet. Like, and that was like just to say, because people were fascinated by it. Like, wow, a real high majority of women really desire this as a fantasy. So if you want to be pro women, why wouldn't you be for a majority of their sexual fantasies? Because that's their sexual liberation. What the fuck are we talking about?
Maybe it's that whole thing where Rolla says is like they don't want you to get explained. They want you just to get it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like they don't want, maybe they're getting mad that why are you guys talking about how the sausage is made?
Yeah.
I just want the sausage.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's facts. It's true.
Yeah.
The more muscle I put on, the more affordable, attractive, healthy girls will be available to you. How does that work?
The feminine women are attracted to masculine men.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
And later, I have a question about what y'all are going back and forth about. So what? What the hell difference does it make? What's that have to do with equality?
Brother looks like he's in a fucking gunslinger movie. He was looking back and forth like he was about to pull out the guns, and he's like,
He says, I'm not a blanking rapist, but I like the idea of being able to do what I want. And I don't believe women are as smart as men.
Well, sounds really misogynistic.
Do you agree with that?
Not entirely, no. We might not have the same biological roles, but I think women are really smart overall.
Yeah.
Great answer. How profound.
Do you think there is a pecking order in a relationship?
I wouldn't say a pecking order. I would say that men bring certain strengths, women bring other strengths.
Mm-hmm. Good answer. You say boys will be boys. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And what's it mean?
I think it's a good thing. I mean, for boys to be boys, explore the masculinity, find ways to meaningfully challenge themselves and grow.
Yeah. You said when you were younger, you were an aimless loser.
I was kind of a coward. And when I was in high school, I decided that I'm going to get some
I know we're laughing at this guy, but that is still pretty like profound for him to say, yeah, like, bro, I was like legitimately a fucking loser and I didn't do myself.
Yeah, he should link up with Alex from Playing with Fire.
Yeah. He sounds like Sneeko with like a missing chromosome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel so bad for this kid because he's just being used by the media.
They set him up. They set
him up. And how terrible to go on television, but in the only way that you go on television and don't get laid for telling women you were on television.
Dude, like, just this dude's still on his way to finding out and finding where he wants to be and who he is and really fully grasping this space. He's just not fully there yet. So he's up there, like you said, reciting, and you can still tell it's not him. It's not his personality. He's forcing it out. It's who he wants to be. It's not who he fully is yet. And that's okay. That's why I don't think he should have went on national television with this. They should have he should have been like, maybe
24 anyway.
Yeah, dude, 26 him would have been fucking killing the show.
Dude, some guys don't got enough like friends and people around him to be like, no, this is not like your 15 minutes of fame. They're trying to use you. And actually, fun fact about this whole thing, Dr. Phil had been trying to get Rolo for the better part of like the past 5 years. And Rolo assessed like the right time to do it. And for him, it was now, but he'd been turning them down for what, 5 years or so. He's probably told you too, because of this concern of like, you going to hear out what I have to say, or how narrative painted is this going to be? And it didn't turn out to be horrifically narrative painted. Like, Phil is generally fair, and I think it generally went well. But this shit right here is, watching it with friends. I'm taking in how much more painful it really is. Like, this is something about the laughter amongst all of us making me realize, like, yeah, this was fucked up.
Like,
the first time I watched this, I was like half asleep.
This is, we're laughing at this guy right now, and then from now we're just like feeling bad for him now.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Like, it's just a.
He got played.
Yeah, he got set up, man.